Implementing Auth 2.0 in Salesforce can be tricky, especially when handling access token and refresh tokens. In this video, I will show you how to build complete web server flow using Node.js step by step. Salesforce supports different types of auth flows like web server flow, user agent flow, hybrid flows, and so on. In this video, we will look at an example of web server flow. All the other type of flows are pretty much similar, with few details here and there. The major different auth flows are JWT token and device token flow, which probably we will cover in our next videos. In a auth flow, when you start, you have the client ID, client secret, and the endpoint. When you hit the endpoint, you either get a code or a refresh token. There is a small difference between code and refresh token. Code is something which is one-time use only. It will expire after your first token request. While on the other hand, refresh token does not expire. You can save refresh token and get the access token multiple times as long as the user access is not revoked. So in case if you are using refresh token flow and you want to store refresh token, make sure you store it very carefully. Now, once you use the refresh token or the code, you will get an access token. Once you have the access token, you can use it to call the APIs. It will be alive based on your session settings. To demonstrate this auth flow, I have created a Node.js app with the help of ChatGPT, so you can see on each step what is happening and what is the outcome we are getting on each request. Step number 1, let's create a connected app. So go to App Manager, create new connected app. Enter the basic information like your name of the app. You can select the logo. You have to enter the email. Click on Enable Auth setting. Enter the callback URL. Here I am entering my local host URL because I am going to use a local application using Node.js. Select the auth scopes. I am going to select only two auth scopes, which is the API auth scopes and the refresh token auth scope. Under the auth scope, you will see something new feature which is added to the auth flows, which is PKCE, require proof key for code exchange. This is a new concept introduced mainly because if someone steals your code or refresh token, then they can make a call out to get the access token on behalf of you. The server, which is Salesforce, doesn't have any idea whether the initiator was you or the other person. So that is why you need to pass an extra parameters like code challenge and the code encryption method. This will be stored on the server side, and when you are making the token request, you need to pass the code verifier so that the server knows that you are the one who initiated the process in the beginning. You can read about PKCE on more details on Salesforce documentation or in general auth documentation. It is a common concept in auth flows now. Salesforce documentation also shows how to generate your own PKCE for an auth call. Now, moving on to your connected app, you can now save your connected app. Once saved, click on the button Manage Consumer Details. You may need to enter your password or enter verification token to verify yourself again. Once you have done that, you will see the client ID and client secret. You can copy it and keep it onto your notepad for the next step. Now, let's look at our Node.js app. You can download the code from the link in the description from my Git repository. In my Node.js app, you will see there are three views. One is the index, which is the entry point, where we are going to provide the client ID, client secret, and the callback URL. In the callback page, you will see the code which is returned by Salesforce. And in the last tokens page, you will see all the tokens which is returned by Salesforce after passing the code. You will also see a option to pass the refresh token and get the access token. Also pass the access token to get a sample account details from your Salesforce org. In the main index.js file, you will see the code challenge. You can also generate your own code challenge. You will have details about the post method to get the code. In the callback handler, you will see the code being assigned to the auth details variable, and then in the get tokens method, you will see we are passing all the details including the code verifier to get the access token and the other details. Similarly, we have the method to get the access token based on refresh token and also get account details using access token and the account ID. You can play around with this after downloading the code and trying it by yourself. Now let's head towards the demo. I'm going to run this Node.js app, and as soon as I run it, it will open a blank page asking me the client ID, client secret, and the callback URL. I already copied the client ID and client secret, so I will enter here and click on Get Code. This will open your Salesforce screen and you might have to enter your username and password if you are not logged in already in the browser. So after entering your credentials, you need to allow the connected app which you are using as of now. Once it is done, you will be redirected to the callback URL which you have mentioned. So it will come to your application and you will see the code. Once you have the code, just click on Get Tokens and the application will call the Get Tokens method, calling Salesforce to provide the access token. Once you have the access token, you will see all the access token related information in your tokens page. You can use the refresh token which you got in your tokens call and get the access token again. You can also use the access token to get the account from your Salesforce just by passing the access token and the account ID. This completes your auth flow. You can do all this using Postman also. I just wanted to show it on the UI for a better understanding. If you have any questions, please leave it down into the comments below. I will try to answer it. And if you want any other interesting topics on Salesforce to make video about it, please let me know. I will be happy to make the video about it. Please like and subscribe to my channel. And thank you for watching.